Good afternoon. Robert went to get the tractor so he can show y'all how those forks are really coming in handy, even though we just have a small place. Sometimes just moving the feed can be a chore, especially the older you get. Come on, let's admit it, we're not quite as young as we used to be. Anyway, there's the feed, and oh, here he comes, right there.
Hey everybody. You know, most of us, we're getting a little bit up there in years, and a lot of us been pulling feed our whole life. And maybe you haven't, maybe you just started doing it. Whatever the case, it's not getting any lighter. There's still 50-pound bags unless you're buying dog food, and that's 40 pounds for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe y'all put in the comments why it's 40 pounds. I don't know. I know they charged me for 50, or what 50 used to cost me. But right now we've got some lay pellets, and we've got some rabbit food, and we kind of distribute this from where it needs to be, because feed buying comes once a week or so, but feeding is every day. So if you got to walk all the way across your place to put in a scoop of food, you're not going to want it, you're not going to enjoy your animals, and it's just not worth doing. So work smart, not hard. What I've got is a set of forks. Y'all have seen this, and I've talked to you about it before, and I took a little bit of extra time. When I went to go get feed, I put a pallet in the back of the truck. So instead of throwing it in there, and then I got to unload it from here, put it on a dolly or in a cart or on a shoulder, take it wherever it needs to be, set it on there. I'm going to lift it up out of the truck with the forks on the tractor. I'm telling y'all, forks, if you don't have a set of forks for your tractor and you have a front end loader, you are missing out. You are doing yourself an injustice. So get yourself some forks. They're definitely worth it. Slide them out a little bit. You want to get as wide of a grip as you possibly can in whatever pallet you're using. I'm using a plastic pallet that was scrapped somewhere. So, and then I can drive over, and I stand up, I'm a manly man. I put this feed wherever my wife tells me to. We have a lot of different places, and I'll show you where we're going to put it. We took an old chicken coop and made it into a portable feed room, if you will. Now when a storm comes, it becomes even more portable. It goes wherever the wind takes it. But I'm going to anchor that down one day. And then we have another one over there where the chicken coops are, and you'll see that in just a minute. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Maybe you can make a little bit of improvement yourself. Now you want to be careful to where is your tailgate. Many tailgates have got new personalities. My forklift operators, we don't have a lot of patience. I don't have much of a counterweight on here. I don't have a lot of feed. But I can feel it pulling down on the tractor, so that's something to keep in mind. Get a low profile. Once you get it out, get it down low. That low center of gravity is going to keep you stable. Okay. What we're doing, we're going to change up how we do this a little bit. We were putting the bags in there, but we're going to change that up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and pour the feed in because it's hot right now. We're going through the feed fast enough, and it's a dry season. So once we get to the wet season, we don't tend to pour it in the can too much, and we'll also pick the can up off the ground. It makes the can last longer, and it keeps the feed from molding. So it's important, it's vitally important that you rotate your feed. So I'm going to take the older feed out. I'm going to take the newer feed. Now, if y'all, I know you guys don't like to read directions, but there's a little sign on this thing that says, easy open, hold white tab, and pull small tab. And it actually works most of the time. Now what I do is I don't pull it all the way off because I don't want to mess with that little tab flying all over the place while I'm trying to do this, and I got to go pick it up. So I just leave it attached. Makes sense, right? I fold it in there like that. You know, it's just little things to make life a little bit easier. Then we'll take the older feed and pour it on top. Now, the small things I was talking about, this is what I buy at my local feed store. These bags are not burlap, they're not paper like some of the other. These are kind of a plastic woven, whatever it is. But they're good to hang on to because if you have rabbits, and you may know people that want your rabbit dung or poop or whatever you want to call it. This is a family show. So take this bag, stick them inside of this bag. And then when you're cleaning your rabbit cages, you're cleaning underneath your cages or however your setup is, put it in there and save it. It's best if you can let it dry out first, but do whatever you got to do. Don't throw it away because it's going to pay off either in your garden or there's people that will buy this from you. I've got a guy at work right now that wants to buy some from me. You put that in a bag because that's rabbit manure is ready to go. You can take it straight off the field and put it straight in the garden. You don't have to let it cook down like you do chicken manure. We're going to close that up tight. Now we're going to do the same thing with the chicken feed. Now the chicken feed is not in a plasticky kind of bag. See, there it is right there, another one. When it tears like that, which it almost always will. And see there, I'm going to leave it on there. Well, it looks like this one has got paper on the outside and plastic on the inside.
Okay.
So now I've got my older bag I just poured on top of the new one. We'll cover it. Now these are the containers I have. Now obviously you can buy some like I bought this metal trash can. You can use plastic or rubber. But here's a thought. You see people sometimes selling containers on the side of the road. These are generally containers they get from work, whether they're byproducts or something like that of whatever it is they do. If you can patronize some of these people, they're just trying to make a living just like you are. Buy their products. Make sure that they're not contaminated. Make sure they didn't carry, you know, nuclear byproducts or whatever before you put your animal feed in. But if you can spend your money, and generally you're going to spend less money than one of these people, that's not a bad plan. You're going to spend it anyway. Take care of your neighbors. Remember, we're all in this together. We're all, you know, living just to live. You know, we're raising our families up the best we can, helping each other out. That's what we got to do, is help each other out. We're going to go and put out the rest of this feed, but I just want to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. Now, kind of on a side note, these lay pellets are what we feed our ducks. Now, you can buy duck food. It is not cheap, but my ducks do just fine on lay pellets. I have my ducks for eggs. I get an egg from every female duck every day. I raise khaki Campbells, and every day I get an egg from each one of them, one egg. That's better than most of the chickens do. So, you know what? I feed them the same thing. It doesn't cost me anymore, and I get better eggs, and I like the ducks better anyway. So, hey, that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about today. Like, subscribe, add some comments. Let's have a conversation about it. Tell me how you unload your feed and hand it out. Hey, God bless. Y'all be good, and see you later.